What's up? Got a Kansept knives. I mean, man, have they been wowing me with some of this stuff. Wow. I mean, what have I been missing? Alright, what's this? This is a Kansept Mistaken. Jonathan Stiles design. Satin CPM 20 CV, titanium, and twill carbon fiber. It's got a little over a 3-inch blade. Alright. I'm curious now. Titanium and twill, what did it say? Twill carbon fiber? Is that what it said? Twill carbon fiber. What's that about? I don't know what that is. We're going to find out. Come on, man. What am I doing here with this box? I don't like fimbly-fubbly stuff, you know? It's like twill carbon fiber. How's that twill carbon fiber? That looks like copper infused. Well, it feels interesting. It feels... it feels like cloth. I must admit. It's definitely got copper infused in it. Wow. Wow, man. It's got gold anodized titanium thumb studs, collars, big long titanium pocket clip, stonewashed, man. Some of these, golly. Ready? Oh, was that me? Maybe. Kansept Mistaken. Subtle badging, I like it. It's got a model number and then very small CPM 20 CV. And then it's got the Kansept logo and then the designer's logo out here. And the name of the knife, very small. I mean, you know. So 100%. Am I catching that lock, or is that detent just a little stiff? Well, if I'm consciously not on it, it's running wonderfully. I don't think I can fail that. Let's see if I... Yeah, same thing with the thumb stud. I just got to be off of that lock bar. Let's see what's up here. Ooh. Yeah, a little stiff on the Spidey flick. Yeah, a little bit. I'm having to dig pretty hard to get it. Interesting. Yeah, see, I'm on that lock. This is inconsequential, but it's this finger. So if I can get that off, yeah, it runs perfectly. It's just not taking any tension on this frame lock here. I'm not a big lanyard guy, but if you were a lanyard person, isn't that where you'd want it? Off the back of the knife like that? I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, I would think if you wanted a lanyard on your knife, that's where you'd want it, right off the butt of the knife like that. Not up here, not, you know what I mean? Not way up here in the scale. You'd want it back there. I don't know. I have thought about buying like a roll of that paracord. Man, you can get that stuff cheap. You can get a whole big roll of it for like less than $20. I mean, in the right place. And I've been thinking about getting a roll of that so that I can try my hand at tying lanyards, tying knots. I'm going to go ahead and get in this knife. All right, so this is the second one in a minute that I'm guessing is probably backwards. The tube's going to come out this side, and I'm having to get an assist because it's not captured. Which, I mean, at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. Yeah, the tube's coming out the wrong side. And I knew that, and I meant to go at it from the other side, and then I flipped it. No worries. Yeah, see, there's our screw. Appreciate the assist there, buddy. Well, the pocket clip's got to come. It looks like it needs a little tension anyway, so I think I'm going to go there next. Yeah. So it's got a set pin in the pocket clip to help keep it aligned. So as long as the screw stays tight, the individual screw, this should stay locked in and not pivot. It is slightly recessed into that scale. That, what did they call it? Twill carbon fiber? Interesting. I mean, it's gorgeous. About that. And it's light as a feather. Very cool. Then you got stonewashed titanium. So it's just an insert on top of the titanium scales. And then it's got internal screws that are locking the knife down. So we're going to pull these two, see if we can't get the knife apart. And then I will reassemble the pivot from the other side up. So that way we're pressing everything down onto the knife. I'm pretty sure if I unlock this, everything will come loose. Yeah. And like the last one of these, kind of a premium concept. Everything looks wonderful in here. Yeah, just the right amount of oil. It's not overdone. I mean, there's probably an argument to not take these knives apart because they are clearly done correctly in here. Just the right amount of lube. It's not overly done. It's clean in here. The fit and finish is done really well on these. There's just enough lube under this little spacer that it's not wanting to pop out of there. Creates suction. I've got a bigger magnet. I'm going to get at it. Let me try getting that collar off. Because clearly it's got oil underneath it. Let me try this one. Nope. Oh, I can get this one right there. Yep. See, they're not in there hard. There's just oil behind them, and it creates suction. So it's not that I got to pry hard. It's not like it's pressed in there. Let me get my stiffer magnet. Okay, well, I got my other magnet, got all that out of there, and man, is that magnet crazy? It is so powerful. Look at this little dude, and I mean it. I have to clean it constantly because it just picks up the most minute dust on everything. But yeah, it'll snatch those from up in the air. Watch. See them move? Look at that. I mean, it's what, 3 inches away, and it's wanting to pick that dude up, man. It'll just snatch him right up off there. They're pretty cool, man. I know I'm like a child, man. Ooh, it's a magnet. Yeah. Yep, that's me. All right, let's clean this thing up. We'll get it back together. Get this show on the road. Beautiful satin stonewash finish on this CPM 20 CV. Beautiful stonewash titanium scales. I'm a fan of stonewash. Just love it. Looks weathered, you know. All right, so I can tell on this how much tension is in here, so I'm going to relieve a little tension off of that. Just because I was struggling to spidey flick the knife, and the detent felt just a little tight. Yeah, not a big deal. I don't mind if they don't come from the factory perfect. What I mind is if they don't come really nice, and then they're out of tune so far that you can't tune them. See, that I don't like. I don't mind tuning them. Matter of fact, I enjoy it. Getting it just right, you know what I mean? Now, with these purge knives that I'm using for content, I don't like making big changes to them because, in the end, it's not really my knife. It's a pass through, right? It's going to be maybe somebody else's prized possession. I don't need to be fiddling with it too much, but I am going to fix this detent just a little bit. Not going to do a lot to it, but it's kind of oily in there. Let me wipe that out. Okay, I'm going to move that back just about a 1/16 of an inch. Right there. Yep. Just the tiniest little bit of change. Almost immeasurable. But I think we'll notice it when we put it back together. All right. Well, speaking of that, let's get to it. Got a collar that needs to be the right size up. And a pivot. I like the black and the gold. It's a good look. Especially with the copper in the they're calling this twill carbon fiber. It's interesting, but it's clearly copper. Even the bearings are brown. How about that? Interesting. I wouldn't have noticed that. Just kind of popped up. Internal stop pins. Yeah, look at this bearing. See, it's brown. How about it? I mean, I guess, and it's brown and black. I mean, it's got black balls, roller balls, but yeah. I mean, way to keep the concept going. Right? I could play too, man. I could play along. All right. Well, we're going to test everything before I get too far. Make sure that lock is still real functional and that the action is what we're looking for. Well, I can tell you already, just looking at this, that I mean, I had it way over here, so it's going to have plenty. Just makes me wonder if it's got too much still. Let's check. I'm going to put one of these scale screws in just to make sure we're balanced front to rear. There we go. Make sure we're locked up good. Yeah. Oh, man, is that good. Well, let's keep going, because I don't know. Could I make it better? Maybe. But it's as good as I need to make a change to it at this point. During, a check it in, check it out deal. Let me make sure this is tight. Yeah. What about this one? Yep. Okay. Scale. Been milled out to accept those screws underneath. Yeah, look at the fit and finish on that. Ooh, man, is that nice. All right. And I want to put just a little bit of arc on this. It's not going to be hard because this is very thin material here. I don't want to overdo it. I just want a little tension in here. There we go. Not much, imperceptible mostly, but it'll create some tension on that clip. Oh yeah. Yeah, the Spidey flicks all day there now. Yeah, just the tiniest little adjustment, and yeah, no way that's failing, man. That is locked up super good. It's got about 30% lockup on there. Perfectly centered. Let's talk about this action now. I mean, it's fall shut. As soon as I turn it to allow gravity to take it, gone. Yep, and Spidey flick's good. No wrist, thumb flick, no wrist, and then that back flipper. No jimping on it. It's slightly higher than the center of the pivot, so it's going to be good leverage. Yeah, wonderful. I mean, A- to an A. It's got great action. Let's talk about ergonomics. So the shape of this knife definitely lands you well in the hand. Nice flipper tab, creates a good finger guard. So not so confident, very confident. I mean, this thing goes whoop, all the way up towards very confident. It's got a nice little pinch grip, got a platform for the finger here. Nice little swedge in the blade cut out here. Allows you like to detail whatever you're going to do with it like that. There's not a lot of choke up going on. You can kind of get there, but I mean, I wouldn't recommend it because you're up over that blade. You know what I mean? But this spot right here, I mean, man, that's comfortable with that nice arc on that blade. You could slice with this all day long for sure. Reverse grip, yeah, it's money. Very powerful, strong grip. Very confident. Can cap it with the thumb here. And then in a pakal style for a hammer or pakal fighting, I can get in here. It's just a little short. I can get it behind my palm here, so I am locked in really good. I mean, this is a very confident, I could smash this very hard down and come forward very well. And it is capped with my thumb. So I can get it. It's just not the most comfortable, but it'll go there. Yeah, that action. Let's check pocket clip. We put a little tension on it. Let's see how we did. Thick stuff. Yeah, all the way home. What a cool little profile, man. Very thin, long pocket clip. Good tension. It's not great tension. It could definitely use some more. I mean, it's a little light. You can hear it click coming out. But it's a little light. I think I could shake it out of that pocket. Good tussle on the ground, rolling around. There's a chance this isn't going to be in my pocket when I go looking for it. Now, to me, that's not good. Definitely needs more tension. Stonewashed titanium. It's a great look. You can see a little bit of that copper poking out there. I dig it. If you had a lanyard on there, that lanyard's definitely exposed out here. Be nice. Good looking knife. But I would definitely put more tension on this pocket clip. Yeah, 100%. All right. Safety. There's no contact through the scales. The tip is definitely recessed below the scales. So, I mean, the clip's good, tip's good. I can handle this any way I want. I'm not going to make contact with the sharp part. And the detent on the bottom end is very strong. Just suck it in there. You're not going to shake this knife out. It's got good detent on it. Let's check that 20 CV. How's that steel? And of course, I don't have a piece of paper ready. What's wrong with me, man? Be prepared, bro. I mean, you're only doing video. I mean, you'd think you'd have all this, you know, your lighting, your camera, piece of paper. Here we go. I mean, come on. Yeah. Sharp. Yeah, good stuff. Price and availability. How much is, I forget the name, the mystery? Mistaken. How much is the Mistaken? Okay, so it was boxed wrong. Yeah, front of factory, man. This is actually not the titanium and twill carbon fiber. It is a copper and carbon fiber insert. The upside is because this one was in this box, it'll probably be sold at the price this one is, and that price is around $199. The going price on this one is about $212 or so. So yeah, I mean, save a little extra money on this one. And then keep in mind over there at Timber's Edge Knives, there's a discount code to be had if you're a subscriber or an entry-level member. There's a discount code. And then if you're a collector or a hoarder, there's a significant discount. Like on this one knife alone, as a hoarder, you pay for your membership for almost 4 months just by buying this one knife. Yeah, so something to think about. Anyways, hey, I appreciate y'all watching the Kansept Mistaken. And isn't that appropriate? It was mistakenly put in the wrong box. Yeah, pretty cool. Hey, neat knife. Appreciate y'all watching.